invite the second person in our team, and that's Dr. Anaga Hirur. Again, is going to show you an exciting case and absolutely stunning.
Can you see the slide, ma'am? Can you see?
Yes.
Yes. So this was a 8-year-old boy with traumatic cataract and iridodialysis with vision dropped to 636. It was a double challenge. We did a peritomy along the area of the iridodialysis, which was almost 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And we marked a 1.5 millimeter area just below the limbus in the area of the iridodialysis and made a partial thickness scleral groove. 4 side ports were made here, 2 to put in the iris retractors and 2 for the irrigation and aspiration. We checked that there was no vitreous with tricot and stained the anterior capsule. Iris retractors were used to pull back the area of the iridodialysis, and then the capsular excess was performed to perfection. Each step was done with perfection and very meticulously because this was going to be a very, very important step in the surgery. Perfectly 180 degrees away from the iridodialysis, the main incision was created and a very gentle hydrodissection was performed. As it was a pediatric cataract, irrigation and aspiration of the cortical material was done, which was relatively easy. However, we had to maintain the chamber to prevent any fluctuations because there was also a very mild phacodonesis due to trauma. After the irrigation and aspiration of the cortex was performed, we also decided to put in a CTR because of the history of trauma and mild phacodonesis. And very, very carefully, the entire CTR was placed in the bag so as to give a complete support to the capsular bag. Once this was done, the intraocular lens was implanted into the capsular bag. This was a multi-piece intraocular lens, and it was very well centered perfectly into the capsular bag. Once the intraocular lens was settled and well centered in the bag, it was dialed in perfectly. The iris retractors were then removed and a pilocarpine was inserted into the anterior chamber to constrict the pupil. And now we had to go ahead with doing the iridodialysis repair. Now the viscoelastic was then removed and then fresh viscoelastic was put. We tried to see whether the 90-proline would go into a 30-gauge needle, but we went ahead with a 26-gauge needle for better railroading. And through the main incision, we opened up the incision with the McPherson forceps. We could also have used a trocar-assisted iridodialysis repair. And then we put in the 26-gauge bent needle from the other side through the scleral groove. And with the railroading technique, the 90 double-armed Prolene suture was used to suture the iridodialysis and repair it. This was done twice so as to give 2 ends and then give a very good apposition of the iridodialysis with the sclera. Because it was in the scleral groove, the knots would have been buried and then this would not really affect the patient. Both the knots were first taken and then they were adjusted so as to cause a good apposition and not to cause too much of a peaking of the pupil. The 2 ends of the 90 Prolene suture were then brought out by railroading, gently holding the edge of the iridodialysis so as to prevent any further damage to the iris. And then gently the 2 knots were then slowly tied and then the suture was completed on both the sides. This was the end of the pupil, and then once this was done, the knots were tied very, very gently so as to both the knots were balanced in such a way as the pupil was left nice and circular. Now, this was a child and hence this had to have a very good effect for a prolonged period of time, and the suture had to be well settled and the lens had to be well settled. The pupil was then adjusted and the main incision was then closed with 10-0 ethylon. The suture was then, the knots were buried in the partial thickness scleral groove and the conjunctival peritomy was also closed. And this was the end of the surgery. The patient was doing very well and post-operatively, as you can now see after the surgery, the patient also improved very well. And the IOL remained well centered. We have had a follow-up of almost more than a year for this patient. Vision improved to 6/9 with hardly a 1 diopter cylinder. Thank you so much for your kind attention.
Thank you, Anaga. Thank you for that fantastic case and a spectacular outcome.